Good evening, Rockets fans. We had a disappointing loss last night. We have been stringing together some difficult losses, and I think we're the top five hardest remaining schedule. Um, yeah, man, it seems right. We take two steps forward to take a couple of steps back. And although we're a young team, although we're going to have growing pains, right? We have to be able to, something has to click in order for us to get to where we want to go, right? The time for the jitters, late game jitters, the time for the half stepping, the time for the self-doubt has come and gone. We got to get over this stuff, y'all. We got to get over this stuff. And I'm going to make sure that I try to motivate each and every one of my players when they need it. But we're definitely going to have realistic conversations. We're definitely going to have realistic changes that we could talk about. And we're definitely going to have constructive criticism. Because that's the only way we can grow. That's the only way that we can get to where we want to go. If y'all want to win a championship, you're going to have conversations like this. So let's get right into it. Jabari Smith Jr., talking about you first, man. In the first quarter, I'm loving how you have put the ball on the floor. I'm loving how you are starting to create your own shot off of the dribble. I'm loving that. I'm loving how you're trying new things. And that's fantastic, right? Your jump shot is beautiful, right? Do not change your jumper. Mid-range, three-point shot. It's all beautiful, right? But while you're expanding your game, this is building off of the foundational blocks, right? Shot selection. You did a great job with shot selection last year. You were probably the best player on the team when it came to shot selection. I want to talk about this play here. Got the ball on the fast break. People look to you on the three-point line, and you're a monster when it comes to taking tough shots, especially in clutch time. We trust you in the clutch time. But on this play, I would have liked a pump fake, show ball, dribble with the left hand, straight to the rim. The lane to the rim was wide open. And again, we want to focus on getting the best shots possible. A contested three-pointer versus you having an elder statesman being nice, right? An older player that is not quick laterally, one-on-one, and he's the only person guarding you to the rim. I mean, he's the only person between you and the rim. That's shot selection. And I don't want to be overly critical on you because after I wrote this down, a touchy subject kind of came up about mental health. Bro, you are amazing, Jabari. I'm a big you up. I'm your biggest fan, man. I'm championing the Rockets to sign you long term, man, because I know what the player that you can be. I know the player that you can be. You've proven it over and over again, man. And you're great in your role. So never, ever think that I'm a hater. Never think I'm overly critical. I want to see you fulfill your potential and be the best player that you can be. So let's leave it at that. In the second quarter, man, we were giving up way too many offensive rebounds. We cannot beat a team if they're getting 3, 4, 5 shots at the basket. It just gets impossible. And that just brings up, the Warriors again. We've struggled against this team specifically. Why is that? Because when you have good players with a combination of grit, tenacity, focus, wanting it to do it, we struggle with those teams. We struggle with those teams. The teams that we could beat are the talented, undisciplined teams. The teams that we could beat are the focused teams that aren't as talented. But we need, in order for us to be great, we got to beat the talented, disciplined teams, man. And the Heat have beaten us so many times, and the Warriors too, to add on to that, have beaten us so many times because they are more disciplined. They're not more talented, but they're more disciplined, and they have the right combination of talent. And that is a winning combination for them and a losing combination against us because we struggle with those teams. In the third quarter, man, this was our best quarter throughout the game. Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, these guys came to play. Dillon Brooks, I'm loving his role on the team. The Grizzlies should have listened to him, man. Whenever he said that he wanted a bigger role on the team, he was absolutely correct because he could play, man. He could play. I saw it when he was in Oregon that this dude had potential. I didn't know how good he was on the defensive end, but I definitely remember him making some noise in college with Oregon, and that boy can play, man, and he's showcasing that with the Rockets, man. I'm loving that addition that we have. We're gonna speak about additions a little bit later on in this video, but when we struggle, man, players like Dillon Brooks, players like Jalen Green, man, they reset us, man, and get us to refocus. And we need players like that, man. We need guys that know how to get a bucket whenever we need one. The fourth quarter was completely horrible, man. We were up on a 16-2 run, had them dead to rights in the last video. But fourth quarter, man, we could not buy a basket. There was a lid on the rim. We went 6 minutes without scoring. I mean, that just screams Pee Wee Leagues, man. That screams Pee Wee Leagues. How are we not able to get a basket when we're all pros? When we're a lot of the players on our team are top 10, top 5 picks. And our best player was later on in the first round, but we know dang well that this dude Şengün can score. You know what it was? Shot selection, man. That is the name of this video. Shot selection. Because if we get the best possible shot each and every time down, I can live with the fact that we have a lid on the rim because we're getting great shots, wide open shots, shots at the rim. We're getting those go-to shots that each player on our team has in their bag. So, Rockets, y'all got to do better, man. Y'all got to focus, man. Y'all got to focus, man, and come into this new year with a different level of intent, a different level of focus, man, because it's going to be a rough couple of games, these next couple of games, man, and I don't want to see us slide to the bottom of the West because we have not decided to get out of our rut, man. Let's get back into the winning column. We could do it. Next game, we play against the Mavericks. Let's do what we did the last time we played him, man. Put Luka Doncic in as many pick and roll scenarios as we can. Jalen Green, I'm looking for you to have a big game, man. We need it. We need it bad. We need it bad, man. This is the worst stretch of the season so far. We need this win. And finally, I saw a post today about Aaron Fox potentially coming back home to Houston. I stamped that. Anthony Edwards and Aaron Fox, I stamped that, man. Do what y'all got to do. Keep Şengün, keep Jalen Green. Peace, y'all.
I'm just famous, ooh, I'm just famous.